YouTube. What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And it's game day on a Saturday. I'm answering all your tough fantasy football questions. If you got tough start decisions, I got you, guys. If you want to ask me who should I sit, I got you. This is your championship week. Go down with your studs. That's all it is. It's all about conviction, guys. It's not about starting the wrong player. Don't listen to what I say. Don't listen to what anybody say. As the great LeVar Burton from Reading Rainbow used to say, don't take my word for it. Guys, go down with your guys. If you don't like what I'm saying, that's fine. And I'm not going to chastise you over that. As long as you feel good, well, I'm going to chastise you about it if you make a play and say, TD, man, I messed up. No, you didn't mess up. Don't never come to my channel and say you messed up. As long as you made a decision, go down with it. Even if I said not to do it. It doesn't matter. I'm here to give you confirmation, not to tell you what to do. All of you make great decisions better than I do. You know what I'm saying? I make great decisions a lot, but that don't mean I'm going to be right all the time. So follow your heart. So let's get to the comment section. I didn't want to play the music today, guys, because I feel like that sometimes take people off of my channel. So they start hearing music, then they get off of it. So I'm going to start just opening up my lives and just going straight at it. I'm not going to play too much music. I'm just trying to find ways to make my channel grow. Also, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe button. This is cutting edge content. And also share my content, guys, in the off season. I know a lot of you are like, well, I don't want to give up my secret weapon. Hey, share it, guys. The power is yours. You got to make the decisions. So let's see here. Conscious Machine. What's up, bro? Yes, sir. He says, I'm sitting here thinking about Pickens or Javonte. And I swear I said out loud, where's TD? And here's the live show in minutes. Bro, speak it in existence. Speak it in existence. Bro, listen, you've been making great decisions. I told you that I was playing Jared Stidham, that I wasn't going to play Joe Flacco. Now, listen, in certain leagues, I would have played Joe Flacco. But if you come to me and you debating about it, I'm going to read your temperature and I'm going to give you a decision. Me, I'm going down. If anybody, you play good, I'm not sitting you. I don't care what matchup you got. You know, I always tell you, I don't care if you're playing against the 85 Bears, I'm going to play you. But if you worried about it, then I'm going to give you, I understand. I'm not going to be, because if it been me, I'm like, bro, ain't nothing to ask. Play your guys. But that's very disingenuous. You hit with playing Joe Flacco, bro. So this is what I'm going to tell you. It's your championship week. I like Seattle defense against Pickens. I like Woolley against Pickens. I think he's a tall corner, but I would go down with Pickens. Now, Javonte do got a really good matchup. So, to me, both of these guys are starters, but if you have to choose, Pickens gives you the most boom. But if you already got other boom players, Joe Flacco already gave you a good game, then maybe go with Javonte, somebody who you know going to give you 10 points. Pickens could give you 7 points. So, Javonte is the safe answer. Pickens is the boom. And guys, I'm going to mix it up a little bit because it's not fair for the people on Facebook to wait as late. So sometimes, I see you, bro. I see you, bro. My brother's on the live. I see you on the Instagram. So I'm going to go to the Facebook sometimes just to give them guys. That's why, guys that's on Facebook, come to YouTube. Click the YouTube. Just go to Fantasy Good Sports. And you can come over to YouTube and get your questions answered better. But my homeboy says, Marvin says, yeah, that's my cousin, though. Yep, that's my cousin. He married to my cousin by marriage. He been knowing me since I was since I was probably like 7 years old. I see you, bro. Big Will in the house. Big Will always supporting the channel, about to win a championship. I said what I said, about to win a championship. Yes, sir. Wesley in the house. I see you, Wesley. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. A-Game Grizzo. He says Barkley, Montgomery, or Zamir. I'm going with Barkley, then Zamir, then Montgomery. I'm going with Barkley, then Zamir, then Montgomery, as long as Josh Jacobs is out. I'm playing Barkley. I'm going down with that ship. I'm playing Barkley. There's no way that I'm sitting Barkley. No way. Only way I'm sitting Barkley has got to be about 2 or 3 running backs that I would sit Barkley for. And those are like CMC, Jahmyr Gibbs, those type of guys. Outside of that, I'm not sitting on Barkley. Eddie, what's up, bro? He says 4 PPR, Monty, Connor, or CEH. Now, you know, CEH, Pacheco just passed the concussion protocol. So that knocked CEH down. I'm going to say Connor Monty. Connor got a tough matchup. But I'm still going down with the ship. Guys, tough matchups don't matter. Go back and look at the last 2 weeks and look at some of these guys that had tough matchups. They balled anyway. Joe Flacco, balled. A lot of guys, they play better, especially right now, guys. Guys are playing for playoffs, so you want the tough matchup. You don't want the easy matchup. You know what makes me nervous right now? Is San Francisco going against the Washington Commanders. That's nervous. They might sit those guys in the fourth quarter. So that I don't want that. I want to see the Detroit Cowboy games where you know your guys going to play all week. I mean, all game. So I'm going to say Connor, Monty, CEH. Marvin says, laughing my butt off. Yes, sir. Anytime, bruh. Anytime. I got you. Come over to YouTube, bruh. Come over to the YouTube. Marvin says, should I stay with Pittman against the Raiders? It just depends on who you got. Let me know who else you got, Marvin. Pittman right now is a start, but if you got an upper echelon guy, then I will go with him. All right. So let's go down the line. Sergio, guys, make sure you spam the chat. Put the 100 symbol. I mean, spam the chat. I want to see you. I want to see y'all support the channel. I want to see if you in here and you watching the live. I want to see the 100 symbol at least 5 times from you. Just let me know that you're listening to the live. Conscious says I'm up 42-27. Yep. So you might want to go with Javonte. He said, I had Flacco in the Browns DST, and he had Breach. Tonight, I have Gibbs and Arbery. Opponent has Dak, and CD. Dak and CD. He got that's a hell of a combo. Going to be exciting as hell. I agree. I love this. Yes, sir. I agree with that. 100%. I see you guys. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Where to spam the chat. I see you. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, Conscious. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, bruh. Yes, sir. Either way, it don't matter, bruh. It don't matter. Yes, sir. I see you, Big Will. Conscious says Jahmyr Gibbs for a Bundy tonight. I know Jahmyr Gibbs is he's gonna ball out. I mean, I wouldn't say he's like my top. Like if you had asked me who's gonna be the number one RB of the week, I might not say Jahmyr Gibbs, but he definitely a star. He's balling out for sure. Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Yes, sir. Yep, I see you guys. I see you. Yes, sir. What is spam the chat? I see you. Brando says, yo, what's up, bruh? Ian Taylor in the house, always showing support to the channel. He said, TD, let's go. Smash the like button, fellas. Let's get the likes up. How many likes we got? Let's see here. We got 10 likes. Come on, guys. We got 25 people in the chat. We need to get the likes up. Let's get the likes up. Second Take says, bruh, what's going on with you, bruh? I see you. Conscious says, Reading Rainbow, shout out. Yes, sir. LeVar Burton. Happy New Year's to you too, Second Take. Yes, sir. Brando says 2 running backs to start. Pacheco, Mixon, Eckler, and Pollard. I'm going to go with Eckler and Pacheco. I'm going with Eckler and Pacheco. And the reason why I'm going with Eckler, this is the last 2 games of the season. The new coach that came in, what the first head coach, what he should have been done, you got to have a tough mentality. It's hard to win. It's hard to go to the playoffs. It's hard to win the NFL Super Bowl with getting cute. Now, I would say Sean McVay does get cute, but he got an edge to him. So it's different. It's 9 ways to skin a cat. It's no one way to win a Super Bowl. It's 9 ways to win a Super Bowl. It's 9 ways to skin a cat. So I believe getting tough is how you win games. It takes out some of the turnovers and makes your team make big plays in the game at certain times. So I think Eckler is going to get like a mini bell cow role for the rest of the season. Now, I'm not telling you he's a must start over some top guys like he used to be, but he is a star over Mixon playing against the Kansas City Chiefs, who is a great matchup. Kansas City defense is going to come out here and play because they got to get this win. They ain't going to keep losing games. I'm going to tell you that now. Yeah, they might not win the Super Bowl this year, but they ain't to be slept on. They still going to be a tough out. But I can't play Mixon against Kansas City with Jake Browning back there. I don't even know if Jamar Chase is going to really play. Pacheco, he's just coming off concussion protocol. I think he get a nice little workload, so I'm willing to play him. Pollard, I can't play Pollard against the Detroit Lions. The Detroit Lions got the best run defense. If Pollard was getting 5 or 6 catches a game like he did last year, then I would tell you Pollard. But Pollard is getting just up the middle runs. He might get a fall-in touchdown. That's the best thing to hope for against this Detroit front. That Detroit front is like Dan Campbell. They tough, so they're not giving up no big runs. Dak Prescott's going to have to throw the ball downfield. That's how you beat the Detroit Lions. So I'm going to say Eckler and Pacheco. Great question. Okay, guys, I'm going to skip. I'm going to go to the guy from Twitter. Come over, Ryan, to YouTube. Sign up for the YouTube, bruh. He said start Pollard or Elliott. I'm going Elliott with that tough Detroit defense. I don't want to play any running backs that ain't catching passes against the Detroit Lions. Mr. G in the house. He says, hey, TD, would you squeeze the New Orleans offense with Olave and Shaheed against the Tampa Bay defense or start Cooking or Gibbs? You definitely got to start Gibbs. So I think you got to start Olave, Gibbs, and Cook. Shaheed can't break that lineup. Don't get cute just to go get Shaheed. Now listen, bro. I'm gonna be real with you. Shaheed can go off. You can't chase everything. Like you can't. And I'm gonna use this example right here. And I always do it in relationships. If you tell me that you with let me see. I guess I use Jennifer Aniston. Or I use let me see here. Angela Bassett. Let us say Angela. You say you with Angela Bassett, and say Halle Berry walks by, and you know she got. Bro, why would you go and chase that when you got a relationship at home that's working? Even though Halle Berry is a hot thing out there, Shaheed could go boom. But you're gonna risk everything you got on a Shaheed when you already got a Cook who's a top 10 running back, Gibbs who's a top 5 running back, and Olave who's a top 12 guy. Those guys will start. Even if Shaheed goes, or even if Halle Berry is going to be the finest girl in the world, what does that mean to you? Like, you chasing that? I wouldn't chase it. It could hit. I'm not anything. What you're saying, it could hit. I just wouldn't chase Shaheed. I like Shaheed, but you don't need Shaheed. You don't need Shaheed. And that's what a lot of men, that's what we do in relationships. We leave a girl that's good for us to go chase the next hot thing that might not even last and might take us down through there. Same thing with Shaheed. Oh man, well Shaheed he could get an 80-yard touchdown. And you go and leave a Cook who, he's been through some things, but he's also had some really great weeks. And you go fit Cook and you go to get Shaheed, and Shaheed give you 7 points and Cook give you 15. And then you lose by 4 points. It can happen, or it can go all the way. You can leave and you have a great relationship with Halle Berry and it lasts, y'all married, and you be married forever. It can happen. But I'm not chasing that. That's what I would say. That's my 2 cents on that. So I would just play Olave, Cook, and Gibbs. Brian says pick 2, Zamir, Singletary, Zeke, K9. I'm going Zamir and Zeke. I'm going Zamir and Zeke. Ian Taylor says Kamara scaring me, bro. If he out, go with Flowers, Shaheed, or Laporta tonight. Listen, Laporta he's a boom bust guy. Now, he's the number 1 tight end because when he boom. He like 30 point, 40 point. He ain't consistent, but it doesn't matter because it's tight end position. So if you're talking about a flex play, I don't want to play a tight end who's boom and bust. It's the only tight end that I've been willing to put in as a flex has been Travis Kelce and Trey McBride. And the only reason why I've been willing to play those 2 guys in my flex is because they get 10 targets a game. They get 10 targets. Laporta don't get 10 targets. He get like 6 targets. But he hit with those 6 targets. I don't want to play that 6 targets hit game for a touchdown against the Dallas Cowboys tonight when they got to get this win. And they at home. So I would play Zay Flowers over Shaheed, and I will put Laporta in as a tight end. But if you already got a great tight end, I don't know what to tell you. But if you want to play Laporta, like I said, I get what you're saying. This is a great question. I just can't risk my flex play with a Laporta for 8 points with the tight end position. And he could go out and get you 2 touchdowns. So if you want to chase that 2 touchdowns, I think that's okay. I understand why you want Laporta in there. If Kamara is scaring you. I think you got to wait and see what's going on with Kamara. I wouldn't try to play nobody tonight where I can't get Kamara in my lineup. I would keep it open to get Kamara in my lineup if you can. Hopefully that helps you out, bro. I would try to play Kamara. Guys play good sick. Zay Flowers is an explosive guy. I think he's going to be okay. They're just doing a maintenance with him through the week. And he can't. I wouldn't play him over. I probably would play Laporta. I might would play Laporta over Shaheed in this type of matchup. Probably. Brian says, damn, bro, you read my mind. Championship round line up is locked. Not going to open up the app till the weekend is over. Right. I got you. Go down with the ship, bro. Basically, you're going down with the ship. Conscious says, I love having a kicker of the same team as opponents. Okay, quarterback. I can maybe get a point each off scored. Ooh, that's cutting edge content right there. You're right. Every time they score a touchdown, that kicker gonna get at least a point of that. So it's gonna narrow it down of you losing from 1 point victories. I like that, bro. I like that. Robert, what's up, bro? He says need 4. Gibbs, Kyron Williams, Kamara, Connor, Singletary, Monty. I got flavored and breach. Okay. It's flavored and who? I got flavored and breached. Oh, okay. So you got Flaccoed and breached. I think that's what you're saying. Let me know what you're saying. But I think that's what you're saying. You need. So I'm definitely going with Gibbs and Kyron Williams, Kamara and Connor. Now, if you don't want to go with Kamara, you nervous, then I would pivot to. I wouldn't go with Monty. I don't want to listen. You can start Monty. He's safe. He's gonna get 15 carries. He's gonna get a goal line opportunity. He's good. I just want to go with a little bit more boom, a little bit more consistency. Singletary makes me a little bit nervous. Damian Pierce had a great return for a touchdown. That tells me they want to give him the ball a little bit more, even on outside of special teams. So I'm gonna go with Gibbs, Kamara, Kyron Williams, and Connor over Singletary and Monty. Mr. Anderson in the house. He said, hit that like button on the way in. Yes, sir, bro. Hey, man, good luck in your championship. Guys, he's in a couple of championships this week in my leagues. He is a champion from last year. Guys, by him being a champion from last year, he got a free entry into a best ball lineup and will be able to get a free entry every year because of that championship. So it's kind of like golf. You know how you get a green jacket and you whack them, you can go to the Masters every single year of your life after that? That's how I do in my championship leagues and my best ball leagues. And I'm going to also be giving other prizes out. Once you win a championship in one of my leagues, you are forever champion. So congratulations to Mr. Anderson and good luck, bro, this week. Yes, sir. Ali Baba, what's up, bro? Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content here. This is cutting edge. He says, rank these starts. Gibbs, Pollard, JT, Zamir, White, Puka. Zamir White. Okay. Zamir White. Gotcha. I'm going to rank them. I'm going to go with Gibbs, JT, Puka, and Zamir, then Pollard. And it's close between Zamir and Puka, but I'm going with the known commodity. So I'm going with Puka slightly over Zamir. Slightly. So Gibbs, JT, Puka, Zamir, then Pollard. Miss Anderson, thanks, bro. Great league, too. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being in the leagues, bro. Appreciate you. Robert says, thoughts on Ridley. It depends on what you got. He's a wide receiver 3. It depends on what you got, especially with CJ Beathard being the quarterback. It just depends. You can play him if you ain't got nobody else. If you got other studs, I'm playing them. So you just got to give me more context. Give me really and a couple guys that you might could play him over. Because listen, it's just like you can name, and I hate to say this, man, but I'm gonna go to a relationship. You can have a 300-pound girl that you be like, man, she ugly. But for somebody, she's a great wife and a great partner. So everybody ain't for everybody. On some teams, really might be, I'm gonna kick him off my team. I'm dropping him. On some people's team, he could be a wide receiver too. So that's what you got. That's why I would say, give me context. Y'all know I'm on my Occam Razor. I keep it simple. I ain't gonna sit there and tell you, really, he'll sit. No, for some people, I love starting players like that on my team. I love to have studs at one position, and then I got to stream at another position. That way I can go get that boom for the week. There's boom players out there that's on the waivers that you can go get. But if you so front loaded with talent, you can't go find that boom because you can't bench none of your starters. And I'm not telling you to make a team like that, but I like when my teams are built that way. So if you need really to start as a wide receiver, there's nothing wrong with that. But if you got studs, he ain't starting. Big Will says, on that note, can you advise on who to start? Zamir, James, Cook, Monty, A-Chain. I'm going with Zamir. Zamir is so you got to you want me to pick one or two because all those guys are stars. Let me except even Monty. All those guys are stars. But I'm gonna rank them for you real quick, as far as how much I'm willing to start them. I'm gonna go with Zamir first. And then I'm gonna go with James Cook, A-Chain, and Monty. Monty is kind of a lower tier starting guy for me this week. Not because look, he can hit a fall-in touchdown against the Cowboys. I'm trying to give you that boom. Okay, he says one. So if I got to start one out of those guys, bro, it's probably gonna be Zamir because with Josh Jacobs being out with the matchup that they got against the Colts. who's not that strong against the run. And Raiders probably gonna run the ball. He gonna get the workload. Last week they was kind of pivoting out, but now they said, Jameer, you showed us you can do it. So I'm going to say Jameer. The only thing, A-Chain is special. A-Chain is like a different type of player. He's volatile, but he can boom. So you got to kind of put those players in their own category. I'm not going to say he's a better play than Jameer, but the rest of the guys, A-Chain could be the number one running back this week. I want you to understand that. So don't be disappointed if he boom. That's what he is. If you got that type of player on your team, you got to be willing to go down with the ship on your bench or in your starting lineup. So be already just put him to the side. So, but the guy that you know who we got evidence of who's going to hit is going to be Jameer because he's going to get the workload against a weak run defense. Cook is volatile, but we know what he can do. He's a big play guy. It depends on what the offensive coordinator is doing at Buffalo. He's kind of volatile because of the offensive coordinator. So that's what makes him go down. Monty, to me, is playing second fiddle to Jahmyr Gibbs unless they get a goal line opportunity. He's going to get a lot of carries, but I just don't feel great about playing him in a championship when I think Jahmyr Gibbs is the way to win this game. Detroit need to win this game. They can get a number one seed if they beat the Cowboys. So they're going to try to play. So I like Jahmyr Gibbs slightly over Monty, not more than slightly. And A-Chain just that boom where he could be the number one running back. So I say Jahmyr, bro. Big Will says 1. Okay, appreciate that. I have JT. Right. So, yeah, you got to start JT. You don't have to. You got a lot of good running backs. But, yeah, Jahmyr and JT, I can understand why you starting. Okay. Okay, I missed that. Big Will says, what's good, sir? I picked up Jahmyr off the waivers. Now he changes the dynamic of my lineup. Seems like all the running back questions are about Jahmyr value versus our boom. Big play players. Great context. Great context, Big Will. I agree with that. That's why I'm going to tell y'all right now what it is. You got to be willing to have A-Chain on your bench and let him boom. And don't, this is what I'm going to tell you. If you bench him, do not come back the next week and say, man, I should have played him. I do not want to hear that because I teach all that. Now, somebody that's new, I understand them saying that. But all the guys to follow me, either put A-Chain in there, and if he don't go off, be okay with it, or put him on your bench and be okay with that. But Jahmyr is a play that you got to put in your lineup with Josh Jacobs being out against the Indianapolis Colts. If they had a tough matchup, it could be different. If they had a tough matchup, it would be different. So I'm going to go with Jahmyr, and I think he's going to get a lot of value, but A-Chain is the boom type of guy. Let me see. All right, let me go back up here. Ian says, best defense. I said Bears. Bills or Bears? Bills or Bears? I think I like the Bills. I think it's going to be a close game. I think it could be 14-17 game. I'm going to go with the Bills. The Falcons could beat the Bears. The Falcons can put up 21 points. They got Drake London who's better than any corner that they got. They got B. John Robinson who can break a 70-yard run. And I like Taylor Heinicke extending plays to try to hit some of these weapons like Kyle Pitts. I think that's a bad matchup for the Bears defense. The Bears defense is not chopped liver, but I believe the Atlanta Falcons can score. So I'm going to go with the Bills going against the Patriots, who only have like one weapon, but they got a good coach, and they're gonna try to win the game. And it's gonna be a close game. Harambe, what's up, bro? Congratulations making it to your championship, bro. I made a post. We'll be posting it out through the rest of my channel career. I will always be posting that. That's what I'm gonna do. Always be posting that, bro. So congratulations, bro. I want, hopefully, man, you can join one of my listener leagues next year. He said, what's up, bro? If Kamara ends up not playing, would you roll with McLaughlin, Madison, Justice Hill, or DeMarcado at the running back slot? I would probably go with Justice Hill over McLaughlin, Madison, and DeMarcado. I would probably go with Justice Hill. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Robert says, I lost one game this season just to get breached and Flacco and Njoku got lucky. He sat forward. Okay. Yeah. Woo! So you said you just to get breached and Flacco and Njoku. So he had breached Flacco and Njoku, and he could have started forward. Whoo. Hey, bro, it ain't over. If you got them boom players, you can boom. I was down like 80 points going into Sunday night last week against Lamar, going against the San Francisco 49ers. And, I told everybody that, Lamar was my quarterback of the week, and he boomed, and Zay boomed, and Gus had a good game. And I had Roquan Smith and Patrick Queen, and they all came back for me, and I ended up winning that game by like 7 points to go to the championship, to beat the champion of the league from last year. So it be like that, bro. Just keep playing your booms and believe in it. That's all you can do. Enjoy the process. Don't enjoy the points per se, because it'll get you down. Enjoy the process that you there and you making the best plays that you can. I know that might be a little bit disingenuous, but that's how you got to look at it, bro. That's what I have learned. Conscience says, I have Kraft in for Hawk. I just dropped Juwan when I realized Charbonnet was available and Walker 3 is questionable. Waller is available. My opponent has Komet questionable. Do I pick up Waller? Yes, I like Waller. I would actually play outside of Kraft because I like Kraft with Luke Musgrave being down, especially with them having some weapons down for Green Bay. I like Kraft. So I think Kraft is the best play slightly over Waller. But if you want to go with Waller, would be nothing wrong with that. Last time the Tyrod Taylor played, and last time Waller played, they boomed. Waller was the number 1 tight end. I'm not saying that's the same Waller. I'm not saying Tyrod going to play the same way, but they boom any hyper targets Jalen Hyatt. So I like Waller a little bit, but not as much as Kraft this week. Appreciate that, guys. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. I see all the spam in the chat. Yes, sir. Conscience says, don't worry, but Dak and CD. I got Chase, Devontae, Nico, Cook, Pickens, and Williams still to play. Right. You got Devontae, Nico, Cook. You got, bro, you got to kill it. You got this. You got this. Yes, sir. I see you, Ian. Conscience says, I know you like those Cowboys. I just want a Pollard career rushing night. I take 4 touchdowns from Pollard too. Right. I don't think that's going to happen. But it could. I think Detroit, let's see, get 3 receiving touchdowns. Detroit defense is like that. They run defenses might be top 3. They run defense might be top 3. Not the whole defense, but they run defense. Second take says Warren, Chuba, Pickens, Steele, and Douglas, Waller need 2 PPR. I'm going with Chuba. I'm going with Chuba and Douglas. I'm going with Chuba and Douglas, and Pickens is a close second. You can play Pickens over Douglas if you wanted to, or even over Chuba if you wanted to pivot off of Chuba. But I think it's Chuba and Douglas with the best floors in the championship. Pickens got the boom, and he's going to get a lot of targets too. That's why I'm saying he is a star. He is a top 24 wide receiver this week, no doubt. But I think Douglas got a better matchup. Buffalo is not good in the slot. They got a couple a safety or 2 out, a couple linebackers out. They can be had in the middle of that defense. Also, New England matches up really good against them. They know how to beat Buffalo. Chuba is the bell cow. He practiced all week, so I'm not really worried about the hamstring. It was just a little tender. So, but he practiced all week. So I'm gonna say Chuba. Warren, I can't go with Warren when there's too many mouths to feed with Najee and Warren and Pat Fry. I mean, they got a lot of guys. So I'm gonna say Chuba, Douglas, and Pickens right behind. If you want to put Pickens for the boom, that's okay. I see you, Eric B. Yes, sir, bruh. I see you. Travis in the house. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Content says, TD, tell everyone to click all messages in their filter here. Guys, click all messages in your filter here. I had no comments in here till I remember. Right. Also, guys, go to the notification bell and hit all. So go to where you get notification, click that bell and hit all. Don't hit personalize, hit all, because a lot of people's not getting notifications when I go live. So make sure you hit all. That's how you get the notification. Thank you, Conscious. Yes, sir. Yep. I appreciate that, Eddie. I appreciate that, bro. Conscious says, I think Chase plays. I see the fire in him. Yeah, he's been talking junk. He says he's the best in the game. He ain't better than no Tyreek Hill. I don't care what he say. He good. He's on the way to be a Hall of Famer. He ain't better than Tyreek. Tyreek Hill, the best wide receiver. He ain't the best wide receiver. I ain't gonna say he better than Jerry. And I'm gonna say that he might not be better than Randy right now. But 2 more years of this, he gonna be the next. It's gonna be Jerry Rice. Then it's gonna be Tyreek Hill. I said what I said. Michael Irvin said it too. Michael Irvin don't think nobody. He don't think a lot of Michael Irvin think he's the second best, maybe third best between Drew Pearson and Jerry. But he said he put Tyreek over him. So I think Tyreek is better than Jamar, way better. I hate to say way better, man, but I do. I'm one of the first channels that said on YouTube that said Tyreek Hill was the best wide receiver in the game. I'm the only one. I'm bold when it comes to that. He says he's the best in the game and needs to prove it. He knows fantasy owners need him in the championship. Okay, I respect that. But you ain't the best wide receiver in the game. You might not even be better than Justin Jefferson. Brandon says McBride or Kittle PPR. I'm going with bro. I'm gonna say Kittle because of the matchup. I'm gonna say Kittle because of the match. He playing against Washington. I mean, you gotta have him in your lineup. I'm gonna go with Kittle over McBride in this special occasion because of the matchup. Washington is called Give Me Fantasy Points. Washington Give Me Fantasy Points. That's the name of their team. Eric says DeMarcus Robinson, CEH, Connor Montgomery, full PPR, sit one, please. DeMarcus Robinson. DeMarcus Robinson. Or CEH. But I would probably go because you know what? DeMarcus Robinson has a lot of touchdown upside, but I'm gonna still go with DeMarcus Robinson over CEH. Anytime, bro. Anytime. I got you. Y'all know, hey, y'all know I love doing this. That's why I'm on, and guys, I gotta start. Hey, make sure you watch the whole videos. Listen, it might get redundant. I understand that. I try not to go long. I try to get straight to the point, but I also have to make videos at least be 10 minutes sometimes, just for the algorithm. But make sure you watch the whole video. It helps the algorithm out. Especially the guys who support me and that are members. Make sure you, even if you got to put it down, make sure you let the whole video play. Conscience says Cook and Gibbs seem to be in a lot of championships. They are. Those are kind of like the honey picks of people making it to the championship and having deep playoff runs. It's like that every year, most of the time. Conscious says, let's go. Aiden Hutchinson's buried that. Hey, brother, I ain't got no. Hey, Guys, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I first started this, I still love my Cowboys. I'm still Cowboy diehard. But I'm so caught up in this. I'm so caught up in this fantasy game. I can't cheer for my Cowboys no more. And I want them to win a Super Bowl, but I care more about. I'm gonna just be honest. I care more about players because I'm invested into a YouTube channel. Like this is my life. So I didn't lost the heart on my Cowboys. I love them. I don't get it twisted. I'm a die. You cut me right now. You can see it in my veins. It's blue. It's dark blue. But I also bleed red too for YouTube, and I love and so I'm more on to the players. So it don't matter to me. I just want to see I want to see Amon-Ra ball out. I got Amon-Ra on a lot of teams. Who else I got? I don't got Jahmyr Gibbs. I just want to see y'all win. No matter, it doesn't matter to me. Big Will says, appreciate you, bro. Hey, I appreciate you too, bro. You know it. Again, guys, the way I don't want anybody to feel offended, but this is the way I do my content is my members, you get priority to questions. So don't think I'm skipping you. It's just the members get priority. So I'm going to go to their questions first. First is super chats, then it's members, and then I'm going to go down the line. So everybody just be patient. If you want your question skipped, then you got to go to the super chat. It's just that simple. And you got to respect that if you respect me and you respect my channel. You shouldn't take that personal. Vito says, what up, TD? Should I start Shaheed, Godwin, or London? And bench Chase just in case since it's a game time decision? Or should I keep him in my lineup and grab Pickens or Judy if he's ruled out? Or should I keep him in my lineup and grab Pickens or Judy if he's ruled out? So I rather since you got two good backups like Pickens and Judy, I think it's okay to go down with Chase. Look, you answering the question. Me, I'm trying to get Chase. I'm going to try to get Chase in my lineup because if I got him, he's going to play. I can't have him on my bench. I can't have a Jamar Chase or Justin Jefferson or Tyreek Hill playing at the last minute and they boom and I didn't have them. I can't go down like that. That's a terrible way to go down with a ship. I'm going down with the ship with that guy in the lineup. And if he doesn't play, you got great guys to put in. You got Pickens and Judy. I think that's okay. If you didn't have anybody good, then I would tell you, I don't know. But I think, I would probably still tell you to go down with that ship. But you got Pickens and Judy. That's good. So keep chasing there. So should I start Shaheed, Godwin, or London and bench Chase? No, don't bench Chase. Try to start Chase. And if he's out, go to Pickens. That's what you should do. Big Will says thoughts on starting Gerald Everett from the Rams. Yes, he plays for the Chargers. I'm hurting. Pause. Stop it, bro. Stop it. Talking about some pause. For a quality tight end. I think Gerald Everett's gonna get bombarded with targets. I think he's gonna get at least 6 or 7 targets. I don't think it's bad starting him. Tight end, you can get. I don't think tight end make you or break you. Outside of you playing against old Travis Kelce, like when he's balling. Outside of that, it doesn't matter. I say go with Gerald Everett unless it's something better on your waivers. Let me know if there's something better on your waivers. I might give you a better option. But right now, Gerald Everett is fine. It's a tight end position. Guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. I see you, Cuzzo. Yes, sir. You watching the game tonight, Cuzzo? B Silver says you playing DFS on tonight. You know it, bro. You better believe it. You better believe it. I'm glad you said something because I ain't even I gotta make sure right now that I go ahead before the lineups fill. Because sometimes, man, I get off and my damn lineup be filled. I be sick. I gotta make sure I get in them big games. Okay, yeah, it's about to feel. I'm glad you told me that too, bro, because that bad boy is about to feel. Okay, yeah, let me reserve that real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yep, you playing in DF tonight, Dallas, Detroit. Yep. Um, let me see who I'm putting in my MVP. I might give y'all a little bit of a secret. I like to get cute. I haven't hit as much as I did last year. I probably won like $1,000 doing playing DFS. This year I might have won like $50. Um, the reason why, and I mean I win, I win $100, but I don't take that off. Because I'm gonna play it right back. But last year I hit for a couple 500 games. I like to get super cute for my MVP. But sometimes that hurt me. A lot of times it don't go that way. Those are like 20%, 10% wins. But when you that got hit, you got a chance to win big. I like JMO in my MVP tonight. I like JMO. Guys, also guys, make sure I didn't put that in here. Guys, make sure to sign up as a member of the channel. That way you can get in the you can get in my best ball leagues. Also, I will be doing some dynasty leagues very soon, maybe a month after the Super Bowl. So you can't get in the league if you're not a member. You can't get in those leagues. You're gonna have to be a member, not the rookie crew. You're gonna at least have to be in the Pro Bowl tier. I'm sorry, the Hall of Fame tier to get in, and you got to stay on there too in order to make this to keep being active on your dynasty league. So I'm gonna be doing some dynasty leagues. Sport Dog says 100 TD, you helped me salvage a terrible season. Wish I found your channel earlier in the season. Now that I'm a member, I can't wait till the next draft. Yes, sir, bro. I'm glad. That's my best superpower is picking guys in the offseason. That's my best superpower. Alma Ross, St. Brown, Tyreek Hill, Christian Watson, um, Tuba Hubbard. All these guys are off-season guys. Justin Fields. I'm talking about years ago. I've been on these guys years ago before they hit. I had a few misses. Zach Wilson was a miss of mine. I like Trey Lance too. I missed on that. I thought he was going. thought he was going to be the Brock Purdy of that offense, but they didn't give him the opportunity. But I had a few misses, but I have a lot of hits. A lot of hits. Let's see here. Second take says because I'm up right now. Because I'm up right now. Because I'm up right now. Yes, sir. That boy won't never forget that. Yes, sir. Dirk like, what's up, bro? He says, would you agree to start Higgins if Chase is out and Snead is out, or else benching the CEH or Zamir? No, you gotta play Zamir over Higgins. I'm playing Zamir over Higgins, but I'm playing Higgins over CEH. Problem is that Zamir play at 1 versus Higgins is at 4. Also have CEH as an option. I wouldn't worry about Higgins if it comes to Zamir. Hey, if you got Chase, you said, would you agree to start Higgins? It's not about Chase. Even if Chase don't play, I don't care about Higgins. Now you might do, but you got to play Zamir no matter what. You can't. He's too good of a play to be waiting on if Jamar Chase is out to think Higgins gonna hit. I'd rather go down with Higgins on my bench than to go down with Zamir on my bench. Zamir is playing against a great matchup, bro, with a run scheme type offense and a run scheme head coach that is a defensive type of guy who loves to run the ball, who been balling the last 2 weeks with no Josh Jacobs. So you got to play Zamir no matter what. Only reason why Higgins was good was because he had those big plays. If you take away big plays, he struggled. Now he's not top level now. Now he's a decent play. Don't get it twisted. He's I would say a top 24, late top 24 guy. Right? Just giving you context before they play. He is a star on most teams, but not over a running back like Zamir. Also have CH as you just got to play Zamir, bro. You got to get Zamir in there, and then whatever you need to do to fill in your lineup. Ortega, what's up, bro? He says Zamir White or Pacheco. Zamir White all day. Pacheco clear concussion. I don't care. It's Zamir White all day. It's Zamir White. Now listen, the Bengals defense, run defense is not that great, but he is coming off concussion protocol. And I get it. He is a top 30 running back. I'm not gonna put him in a top 12 or top 16 this week. I can't do it because there's a lot of good plays. Guys like Zamir White and Chuba Hubbard, I'm putting above Pacheco this week because of their matchups. So, and also Trevor Lawrence helps Chuba Hubbard because you don't think they're gonna score a lot of points with CJ Beathard. So I'm gonna put Zamir White over Pacheco. Zamir White is a top 12 guy this week. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Zach, what's going on, bro? Congratulations, bro, on your championship run, bro. That boy is in the championship, bro. Guys, show him some love in the chat. I want all the guys that's in the championship. Conscious Machine, you need to send me to my email a screenshot. But show Conscious Machine some love. Show Zach some love. Big Wheel some love. Y'all guys show each other some love, man. It ain't easy making it to the championship. I'm gonna tell you that now. I don't care if you're playing against kids. You get injuries and all kinds of stuff. He said, how do you sign up as a member? I'm also interested in joining one of your leagues next year. Yes, bro. Go to the description and you will see this read and it says join a member. Click that link and then that'll show you 4 different member tiers that you can sign up for. Also, guys, like I said, I'm gonna be doing just random giveaways too. I'm one of my best ball league. For a lot of my members, I didn't ask them; they didn't have to pay to get in the league, and they still gonna win prizes. So, yeah, bro, go to the description box. Robert, he says Gibbs, B. John, Kyron Williams, Kamara, Connor, Monty, PPO need 4. So it's gonna be Gibbs, Kyron Williams, B. John. And I'm going to go with Connor. The reason why I'm going to go with Connor because Kamara's sick. I'm going to go with Connor because Kamara is sick. So that's the only reason why that I'm going to go with Connor over Kamara. Usually we be Kamara, then Connor. So it's going to be Gibbs, B. John, K. Will, and Connor. Conscious says, we got to look into what Denver's going to do with Stidham. If they might lean towards a run-heavy script, I would play him over Pickens. Right, and I think they are going to go to a run-heavy script. They are. I agree with that. But Stidham going to be putting the ball in the red zone. That's a Sean Payton type offense. So that's the only reason why I'm willing to play Stidham. I don't think he's going to have as good as this game as Flacco, I would hope. You remember last year with Devontae Adams in week 17, Stidham was the #1 quarterback. I'm not saying that's like a trend to chase, but that gives me where he could come in the game and he could be okay. Conscious says Javonte over Pickens. I meant right. I get what you meant. I know you meant Javonte over Pickens. Right. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. Javonte is gonna get at least 15 touches. Robinson's London Dobbs or Robinson. London JSN. So DK is playing, so that takes out JSN. I'm gonna go with London over Dobbs. No, I'm not going. Robinson's touchdown dependent. I think Cooper Kupp, if he don't drop those touchdowns, those are his touchdowns. So I'm going with London over Dobbs and Robinson. Okay, you need 2. I'm going with London and JSN. I'm going with London and JSN. Zach says I'm starting Devontae Smith over Ty Chandler in the flex spot. Yes. Listen, guys, I love Ty Chandler. I haven't been telling a lot of you to play him. And listen, guys, if he boom, I apologize. Because he can boom. Because he got a good matchup. But the reason why I can't tell you to play him, guys, I don't know what they're going to do with Alexander Madison. I think that's going to be like a split of 50-50 split. Now, Ty Chandler can bust a long run, but I don't think Alexander Madison just going to get 2 carries or 6 carries. I think he's going to get 12 carries, just like Ty Chandler might get 12 carries. I think they're going to run the ball heavily. But I'm not willing to play who going to get the honey touches. Do I think Alexander Madison can get a honey touch? Yes, I do. So I think the playing Devontae over Ty Chandler is a good move. Mr. Anderson says James Conner or Aaron Jones. I'm going with Aaron Jones. Man, I'm telling you, Aaron Jones, I've seen him the last 2 weeks. He's the heartbeat of that team. And with Christian Watson being out, Aaron Jones is now only thing that worries me is his honey touches. James Conner's getting the honey touches. James Conner but James Conner got a tough matchup too. But James Conner is a tough matchup buster. He's been killing tough matchups all year. Not one tough matchup has messed him up. He beat the San Francisco 49ers, and he beat another team that was a tough matchup. James Conner been balling, but Aaron Jones is catching passes and PPR, and he's getting some honey touches. So I'm going to go with Aaron Jones slightly over James Conner in the flex. GK says 4 PPR. Good to see you here, GK. Guys, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. GK says 4 PPR, tight end, Everett or Likely. I'm going with Likely for the upside when it comes to Everett. Conscious Machine says 17 likes. Where are the championship chatters? Come on, guys. Let's see how many likes we got in here. We should have like at least 30. Okay, we got 30 on the dot. Let's get the likes up. I appreciate everybody being here. Let's go. Show everybody, hey guys, show the championship. Guys, if you won the championship right now in the chat, if you in the championship, say TD, I'm in the championship, and put the 100 symbol. Say TD, I'm in the championship, 100. I want everybody that's watching the live, I want you to do that right now. Zach says start Tucker Craft or Okonkwo. I'm going with Tucker. Tucker got touchdown upside because of that system. I love Matt LaFleur, his tight ends in the goal line, because it's listen, guys, I know that scheme. That's the Cowboys had that scheme. Shanahan had that scheme. I'm talking about old Shanahan, not Kyle, Mike Shanahan. That you get the defense moving and them tight ends get behind you. And then bam, right there, easy running in for a touchdown. Shannon Sharp. George Kittle. I'm gonna say Tucker Craft with Luke Musgrave being out. Conscious says I have Kraft in, but Okonkwo isn't available. But not sure who I like, but Kraft has been consistent. I agree 100% with that. Real quick, I'm gonna show some of the guys. I see you. I see you in the ship. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I see you. Get up on it, Mike. I see you. Yes, sir. First time. Appreciate you being here, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Robert. That's what I'm talking about. I see you guys. I see you, Mr. Anderson. Yes, sir. That's what I like to see on my channel. That's what makes me, and I'm gonna be real with y'all. I love the Cowboys. I want to see my subscribers winning. Why? Because I want to grow. I want to make sure I don't need y'all validation for anything, because I'm a grown man, but I'm not going to be disingenuous. This is YouTube. I'm trying to give content. I'm not trying to make y'all laugh, right? I got to give good content, just like a person that's doing finances. They got to give good information in order for people to keep growing. So I got to give good information. So I want to see y'all win. I want to see y'all win more than I win, because this is what I want to do for a living. So that matters to me more than anything. I told you, man, I even slack on my fantasy football. I don't work the waivers like I used to. I used to be a killer waiver guy, because I sit around for 2 or 3 hours and work the waivers. I can't do that now. I work the waivers about 15, 20 minutes, and then I got to go think about content and what's going on. And then I might have to even put in a bet or two for myself. So, guys, I appreciate that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Vito says, in full PPR, Zamir or Zeke, and on my Chase question, I could also grab Dobbs or Osborne. Don't touch Dobbs or Osborne. I wouldn't touch those guys. Not even my championship week. You said Zamir or Zeke. I got to go with Zamir over Zeke. Zamir is it. Zamir, I'm not going to say he's top 5, but he's top 12. I'm playing Zamir over Zeke. I'm playing Zamir over Zeke. Zach says start A-Chain or Javonte. I'm going. My other running backs are Monty, Singletary, and CEH. This is what I'm going to say. You need to make a decision before you put somebody in. Do you need boom or do you need safe floor? So I'm going to give you each. So if you say you need safe floor, I'm going with Javonte. If you say you need boom, go with A-Chain. It's that simple. Set your mind before you even look at any player. Say, I need somebody who's going to go for 30, 40 points, 20 points. If you need that, go with A-Chain. If you're looking for somebody who's going to give me, I just need about 12, 13 points, and I got other studs that's going to win it for me, then go with Javonte. Conscience says hindsight is 2020. Playing your studs is 30 point, 40 points. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or sometimes it ain't got to be a stud. It's got to be maybe dancing with the girl that brought you that you came with to the party. Sometimes, so if like he played Joe Flacco this week. You know why he played Joe Flacco? He might not have said it to himself, but he was like, shit, Joe Flacco went out for me last week. That's like saying, shit, I've been dating no girl. She been kissing me, whatever. We've been hanging out. We've been doing our thing. I ain't worried about that girl walking across talking about something. Hey, what you doing later? I'm good. I got my girl. I'm good. Even though everybody talking about you the finest girl at the school, I don't care. Or the finest girl at the job force, I don't care. I'm good. I got my girl right here. She celebrates me. She respects me. That's what going down with your studs mean. It don't always mean it got to be Pat Mahomes. It could be somebody who you've been playing all year long, but they've kind of been top 14, top 16, but you end up playing them because they've been doing good for you. Occam Razor. Shout out to my homeboy Silence. He always gonna get that shout out because that I've heard about Occam Razor, but it's been a while, and I read. I'm like, that's exactly how I do my breakdown for fantasy. What's going on, B Flat? He says Jared Goff for Kyler Murray. That's tough. That's really tough. I'm gonna say with Kyler Murray slightly over Jared Goff, and the reason why I'm gonna go with Kyler Murray slightly over Jared Goff, I believe Michael Parsons can get to Jared Goff. I don't know if Jared Goff have a boom game this week. I think you need to run the ball against the Cowboys. I think if you keep putting the ball in the air a lot, I do think Jameson Williams can have a good long touchdown. I do think Amon-Ra get peppered. I don't believe he have 3 passing touchdowns. I would say 1, maybe 2 at the most. I think he's a star. He's definitely a star for this week. I just think Kyler Murray got a little bit more upside, and let's call it garbage time upside. Sometimes you got to put a quarterback over a guy because his garbage time is he can boom in his garbage time. Derek Carr is a perfect quarterback like that. Derek Carr can boom in the garbage time. Kyler Murray can boom in garbage time. The Eagles ain't great in their secondary, and that goes to the Cardinals. Cardinals like to push the ball downfield. So I'm going to go with Kyler Murray slightly for upside and rushing upside. Great question, though, B-Flat. Great question. Jacob, appreciate you, bro. Jacob says, full PPR, Monty or McBride. I'm up 63% after week 1. I'm going with in full PPR. I'm going with McBride slightly over Monty. I know that's a little edge. I'm treating Monty like chopped liver, and I could be very disingenuous with his breakdown this week. But I just see the Cowboys hitting them, trying to hit them in the mouth. I don't know. I could be biased. I don't want to play Monty for upside. He can end up getting 2 rushing falling touchdowns. McBride is going to get 10 targets. He's going to get 10 targets. The Eagles can't necessarily cover tight ends. Their secondaries haven't been playing good all season. They got a good front, but not a good secondary. So I'm gonna go with McBride. Go ahead and cap it off. Not just to go with the safe. You could go with Monty. If you went with Monty, you wouldn't be wrong. Because you're already up 63%. Zach said, you think Gibbs takes more touches away from Monty than most it takes carries away from A-Chain? Yes. The reason why, because I've been telling y'all to play Gibbs all season long, right? The reason why I've been telling y'all to play Gibbs because this team is transforming into a Gibbs team. That doesn't mean that they're not going to give Monty carries. That doesn't mean they're not going to give Monty carries. It means that Gibbs is the alpha on this team. There's Amon-Ra, then there's Gibbs. Those are the alpha guys on this team. So I like Gibbs to have more of a special game. I think if they in 4th and 3, I think they got Gibbs in the game over Monty because I believe that Gibbs can make somebody miss and dash to the sideline, even though Monty runs hard. I think Monty just if they get up, if they up on the Cowboys by 10 points, Monty gonna get 20 carries. If they down, Gibbs gonna get 20 touches. That's what, and I believe it's gonna be a boom game. So I believe they're gonna have a lot of Gibbs in there, not a lot of Monty. So I'm going with Gibbs. I think A-Chain can maybe even get more snaps or more opportunities than Mostert can. Mostert is kind of like the goal line back, but they do give him a lot of touches. I think A-Chain can get special type passes like screens, double reverse. They're going to use A-Chain, and I love those type of manufactured targets and carries for a guy with that type of talent and speed. So that's why I keep telling people about A-Chain. I think Gibbs is a better way. Gibbs is a way better play. I don't think Monty can touch A-Chain. Put it that way. I think A-Chain is a way better play than Monty. Robert said, so I need 4 running backs. Gibbs, Kyle Williams, B. John, Monty, Kumar, A-Chain, Connor. Need 2. Wide receivers, London, Rice, Dobbs. JSN, I had a blast this season. Semifinals for us. Thank you, TD. He has Taylor and Zeke and Herbert left. Okay, so he got Taylor, Zeke, and he got Khalil Herbert. So I need 4 running backs. You got to go with Gibbs, K. Will, B. John. Okay, let me see who he got left. You said, okay. So semifinals for us. Thank you, TD. He has Taylor, Zeke, and Herbert left. I'm going with B. John, Gibbs, K. Will, and Connor over A Chain and Kamara because of their A Chain because A Chain boom and bust, and Kamara because of his health. Need 2 wide receivers, really London, Rice, Dobbs, JSN. I'm gonna go with London and Rice for my 2 wide receivers. London and Rice. So London, Rice, Gibbs, K. Will, B. John, and Connor. Robert says Bears, Rams, Bears start to. Ooh, Bears, Rams, Bears start to. It's got to be. Well, you only got. Oh, okay. I see you got Dallas, Bears, Rams. So I'm gonna go with the Rams. I'm going with the Rams. I guess, man, I'm gonna go with the Bears. I want to say the Cowboys. If you told me that you get a lot of points for sacks, so listen, man, if you put this question back in there, make sure you put everything back because I'm not gonna be able to scroll back up and see about this question. But if you told me that the Cowboys like sacks mean a lot for your DST, I would say the Cowboys. But if you're just talking about points, I probably would go with the Bears. The Bears, I think they could give Atlanta up. Maybe this could be a 17-14 game, 21-17 game. It's very tough, bro. I'm gonna say Rams and Bears over the Cowboys. But the Cowboys gonna get a lot of sacks. They should get about 4 sacks tonight, if you ask me. Lamb, what's going on, bro? Lamont most wanted, or Lamb most want, or Lamos wanted, bro. I'm sorry if I'm killing your name. Appreciate you being here. Appreciate the super chat, bro. He says help. Star 3, full PPR. Zamir White, Kamara, Connor, Ferguson. I have that. Wanted that connection with Ferg. You got to start Ferg tonight. I think Ferg gonna get off tonight. I like Ferg tonight. So we know that you're starting Ferg. So I got 2 other guys to tell you to start. Zamir White is the second, and I'm gonna go with Connor over Kamara. Now, listen, I think Kamara is gonna be okay. Guys play really good when they sit, but because I like Connor so good, he's been balling with tough matchups all season. I'm still go with Connor because he's going to catch passes. He could catch 5 or 6 passes with a goal line opportunity. So I'm going to say Zamir White, Connor, Ferguson. I would try to get Kamara in my lineup over a flex play, but if you can't, I'm going with Zamir White, Ferguson, and Connor. Harami says playing against David Montgomery and Arbery tonight. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with playing against those guys. Like they ain't chopped liver, but I wouldn't be worried about that. Conscious says Gibbs and Arbery here. Brando says, do I sit Diggs and play McBride instead? No, don't sit Diggs. You play Diggs over McBride. Play Diggs over McBride. Renzo, he says, I'm playing DJ Chark do-do-do-do, DJ Chark do-do-do-do, DJ Chark do-do-do-do, DJ Chark. There's nothing wrong with playing DJ Chark do-do-do-do. It just depends on who you got. Who else you got? Evan, he says, St. Brown to the moon tonight. Yes, sir. Evan says, Cole Kmet or Todd Chandler. I'm going with Todd Chandler over Cole Kmet. That's a tight end. There's only a few tight ends that I'm going to tell people to play over a top 26 running back. Even a top 32 running back outscores the number 6 tight end. Conscious says, please hit that like, chatters. Yes, sir. Hit that like button. Lennon says, how are you today, brother? I'm good, brother. Appreciate you being here, Lennon. He says, stressing over here. Ha ha. Pick 3. Pacheco, Zeke, Zamir, Pollard. Appreciate you. I'm going Zamir, Zeke, and Pacheco slightly over Pollard. It's kind of a tie between Pollard and Pacheco, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with Pacheco over Zamir and over Pollard. I'm gonna go with Pacheco over Pollard. So I'm gonna say Zamir, Zeke, and Pacheco. Mr. Grapefruit says, yo, should I start Devin Singletary, George Pickens, Jake Ferguson, or Zay Flowers? Questionable in PPR. I can't tell you to start the tight end. I like Jake Ferguson, but I'm not going to tell you to play a tight end in the flex. If Zay, guys, y'all let me know. Zay Flowers, he's practicing. He just on a limited basis, right? I'm going with Zay Flowers. Then I'm going with George Pickens. So Zay Flowers, then George Pickens. Then yeah, I'm going with Zay and then George Pickens. Mr. Grapefruit says Brandon Cooks is sneaky. He is very sneaky. He's very sneaky. That's a great, and I'm playing him also maybe in some DFS leagues. Yes, sir. You on point. Isaac, what's up, bro? Tyson, he says Dynasty Superflex. If Jacob doesn't play, I have to start Khalil Herbert in my finals. Should I move Goddard for King Henry for my finals? So good for the future. Yeah. I guess you to get that to try to get your best chances of winning. I don't think it's a bad move to move Goddard for King Henry. I don't think that's a bad move. I don't think that's a bad move at all because you already got a good tight end, so you don't need Goddard to be bogging down your space when you already got McBride to go. So I think that's a nice move. I would get at a B plus. There you go, Silver Rapture. What's up, brother? He says Purdy or Baker. I'm going with Purdy against Washington. I'm going with Purdy. Tyson says also if Chase plays half point PPR start, 2 wide receivers, 1 flex. I'm going with Chase and Devontae Smith. I'm going with Chase and Devontae Smith. Silver Rapture says Nico or Rashee Rice. I'm going Nico over Rashee Rice, but it's very, very close. Both of those guys should be starters. But if you got to choose, I'm going to go with Nico slightly. Tennessee secondary is not that good. Rice got a good matchup against Cincinnati too, but Cincinnati corners, they not bad. They've had some really good games this year. They've been a top 12 secondary. But I like going against the Tennessee Titans secondary. So I'm going to go with CJ Stroud and Nico. Conscious says it's pretty sweet seeing so many others with the same guys, Gibbs, Cook, and Devontae. Right. Isaac says Zamir to the moon. Yes, sir. Conscious says Chase and Nico. Ozzy says, I'm deciding between Zamir and Pacheco if he plays. Got JT and Swift playing too. I will go with Zamir. That's just my opinion on that. I will go with Zamir over Pacheco. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Conscious. Harambe says, congrats, y'all, in the title games. Thank you, Harambe. Appreciate that, bro. CHB in the building. What's up, bro? He said, what's up, bro? Star Pacheco, Zamir, Kenneth Walker. I'm going with Zamir. Tyson says, if Chase misses, who do I start at flex now that Pacheco playing? CEH, Deontay Johnson, Terry McLaurin, or Demarcus Robinson? I'm going with Terry McLaurin. So you're not asking me about Pacheco. You're just saying out of these other guys. So I would go with Terry McLaurin over Deontay Johnson and CEH. Appreciate you, Isaac. Contra says, let's take those rings. Yes, sir. Lamos one, he says, start 3. Zamir White, Kamara, Connor Ferguson. I have Dak Prescott. One of the connections. Okay, he already answered that. Yep. I'm going with Zamir, Connor, and Ferguson. Since you got Dak. Hopefully you playing Ferguson at your tight end spot. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. Let's get the likes up. How many likes we got in here? We should have 50 likes. Come on, guys. You got to get the likes up. We got 37 likes. Come on now. We need at least 50 likes. Let's get the likes up. Dollar Bill, what's up, bro? He says, check that Chicago weather tomorrow. Snow and rain mixture in the 30s. Thank you. And I haven't done that yet, but usually I do that Sunday morning. Because, the weather changed. Let me see. Right. In the 30s, too? Yeah. That could be a strong run game. Okay. Appreciate you letting me know that, bro. Tyson says, Jags or Broncos defense? I'm going with the Broncos defense. I'm going with the Broncos defense over the Jags. The Jags defense against Carolina, yeah, I think Carolina might put up a few points, maybe 17 to 20 points. Isaac says, Noah, Pop, Deontay, or D-Rob. I'm going with Pop. What up, bro? Appreciate you, JC. He says, I got Judy in the flex over Thielen now. That's Sutton. Okay, I didn't know. Thank you for letting me know the Sutton is out. Judy is the play. Judy is a great play. Judy and Marvin Mims. Now, I'm not telling you to sit no stud for Marvin Mims. It would take, only way I'm playing Marvin Mims, it had to be between him and Shaheed. And I'm probably still going to tell you to play Shaheed. Marvin Mims it's going to be hard to get him in your lineup because you probably got guys that are better options. I'm telling you to play Pop over Mims. Only way you can play Mims, you got to get real super cute. But Judy is probably a top 24 wide receiver right now. Get up on the mic. Says, okay, you might have answered this, but do I bench Diggs? No. 2 wide receivers and 2 flex. I have Nakua. So you play Nakua and Mike Evans for your 2 wide receivers, and your 2 flex would be London. And I would say you have to play Diggs. I wouldn't play Robinson. Full PPR, right. Right. Okay, I got that question. Conscious. Yes, sir, brother. Congratulations. Harambe says, TD, I'm in the championship. There you go, bro. Jacob. What's up, Jacob? He says, full PPR. Monty or McBride. I have Love, CMC, White, St. Brown, Pittman, and Joku. Last week of my championship. I'm going with McBride over Monty. Like I said, I could be biased, but I'm going with McBride over Monty. Good evening. Good evening, Charlene. What's going on with you, girl? You need to come up here. Quit playing. I'm going to ask you every time I get on the live and I see you. JC says, TD, I'm in the ship. Congratulations, bro. Congratulations. Yes, sir. Congratulations to you, Vito. Yep. Congratulations to you. Get up on the mic. Yes, sir. Big Will. First time. Appreciate you being here. Yes, sir, Robert. Yes, sir, Lennon. I see you. I see you, Brian. Yes, sir. Lamoth wanted. Jacob says 4 PPR Monty of McBride. Okay, I think I did that one already. I'm going with McBride. Brian says chip season, boys. Yes, sir. Congratulations to you, Mr. Anderson. Robert says, so start 2, really London or Brown Rice? Brown Rice. I'm going with Rice and London. I'm going with Rice and London. I could be biased with London, but definitely Rice. Definitely Rice. But London, I can't never sit in London. I'm never gonna. He's like that boom guy that I'm willing to go down with the ship, even if he give me low points. I'm always gonna play London. That talent is tremendous. He says, do I bench Diggs, 2 wide receivers, 2 flex? I got Nakua, Evans, London, and Robinson. No. Play Diggs and the rest of those guys with Nakua, Evans, London over Robinson. Yes, sir, Travis. Jacob says 4 PPR, Monty McBride. Last week on my championship, I finished back-to-back 10th place past few years. Yes, sir. Congratulations. I'm going with McBride. Elisa, she says Mostert gives Zamir White, B. John Standard, pick 3. In Standard, I'm going with Zamir White, B. John, and I'm going to still go with Gibbs, even in Standard. He's get up, says I got a hard one. I know. Monty or CEH? I'm going with Monty over CEH. Inflective, he says Pickens or Drake London. I'm going with Pickens slightly over Drake London. Slightly. Get someone off waiver. Shaheed, JSN, Curtis, DeMario Osborne, OBJ, Quentin Johnson, Norby. Now I will go ahead and go with Pickens over all those guys. It's a few guys on there that I like OBJ and Quentin Johnson, and even DeMario. I would say it's between Pickens and DeMario, then Drake London. Pickens, DeMario, Drake London. Those are my rankings for those 3 guys. Big Will says, wouldn't have made it without your sound advice. First year riding with TD and got me to the championship. Instant result, 6 and 7 years playing fantasy and never made it to the ship. Subscribe equals wins. Thank you, Big Will. Appreciate that, bro. Zach says, A-Chain or Monty. It's either you want the boom or the bust. The boom is A-Chain. Monty is to save Floyd. What you need for your team? What do you think you need right now on Saturday? Me, if I needed a boom, I'm going with A-Chain. If I needed a safe floor, I would go with Monty. Monty gonna give you at least about 10 points. Big Will. No, he's conscious says Big Will 100. Dan, what's going on with you, Dan? Make sure you hit the like button. How many likes we got in here? Come on, guys. We got to get the likes up. We got to get the likes up. Also, guys, I will say this, and I don't mean any harm. If you in here and you say, well, Titty, you getting too long to take to my question. Come on, guys. Don't. I don't think anybody says that. I just want to let you know. I'll try to get to your questions as quick as I can, but I'm not going to short anybody. But you also, you got a super chat. Go to these other channels. They getting super chats. And I'm not telling anybody to super chat because I'm going to get to your question, but I'm not going to go and skip to anybody question outside of it. So sometimes you got to be patient. If you don't want to be patient, you got to super chat. That's just how the game goes. You understand that? I know my channel been unmonetized for so long. Everybody used to getting their questions read out very, very quickly, and I'm repeating and repeating and repeating. My volume is picking up. Dan, what's going on, Dan? Dan says start Fields or Mahomes. I'm going with Mahomes. One, it's Mahomes, and two, the weather could be a little bit bad. Now, Fields could still play good in bad weather games because he's a running quarterback. But I'm still go with Mahomes. I think Mahomes could throw for 2 touchdowns against the Cincinnati Bengals. He want his mouth back, and also they want to win this game. So you saying start Diggs? Yes, start Diggs. So who am I benching for Diggs? Robinson. Yep, Robinson. Bench Robinson. Conti says, my man, if you sit Diggs and he goes for 10 for 135 and 2 TDs, you're going to pull your hair out. Right. If Diggs goes for 5 for 62, you will pull his out. Play your studs and believe. I agree. Conti says, I'll play Diggs over London every day. Yes. Yep. Linda says, London is also trash. I don't care how bad Diggs has been doing. London ain't worth it. I disagree with you slightly, Linda. You were looking at the results. If you're looking at the results from every player, you're going to miss their boom games. I'm willing to go with it down with a guy who's number one, but they got quarterback problems. Only reason why London hasn't been playing good because he got quarterback problems. But as far as fantasy points, yeah, trash. If that's the case, then it's everybody in outside the top 15 is trash. They not trash. Some of them got bad quarterback problems or bad coaching schemes. Obviously, he's not trash. His situation. Okay. There. Yep. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Landon. Silver says in the championship. Yes, sir. Week 17 to 18. Yes, sir. I got 2 wide receivers and 2 flex, and Heineke is playing in Atlanta. Correct. Silver says first round is 15-16, championship is 17-18. Right. Linda says, oh no, that's not really okay. Okay. That's y'all talking. Chris says risky to start Gibbs and Montgomery. I'm playing against Laporta and Amara. A lot rotted on this game, right? You can squeeze, but if you got other good players, I wouldn't squeeze. Mark says TD in trouble for my flex. Standard was going to start either CH or Charbonnet, but their starters look good. Should I pivot to Dortch, Brandon Johnson, or Quentin Johnson? The cutting edge one, man, is Quentin Johnson. He gonna give you some boom. All these other guys, I don't like Dortch. I'd rather play Quentin Johnson over Greg Dortch. I might go CEH a little bit over Quentin. It's between Quentin Johnson and CEH, but I would go with Quentin Johnson to try to get that boom right there and be ready to go down with the ship with that. That's only one player in your whole lineup, so I would go with Quentin Johnson. But CEH is probably a safer play. Mario says, no way I'm starting Drake. JC says, Komet or Schultz. I'm going with Dalton Schultz. Leonard says, thanks a lot, bro. Reinforce what I was thinking. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Dub Nation, what's up, bro? He says, I need one, bro. James Cook, Devon A-Chain, Zamir White, or CEH. I'm going with Zamir White over James Cook and A-Chain and CEH. I'm going with Zamir White. Yep. Derek Carr, Justin Fields. I still think I'm going with Justin Fields. Now listen, if Justin Fields' game is if the weather is bad, then you pivot to Derek Carr and play the best garbage time quarterback in the league. He gonna score a lot of points in garbage time, no matter what. If the game closer, he gonna throw it. If they getting killed, he gonna throw it. So I would say if Justin Fields' game is terrible with weather, with the rain and it's real nasty, then go with Carr. But if not, then go with Justin Fields. Zach says, I can start 2 running backs, A-Chain, Singletary, Javonte, Monty. Go with A-Chain and Javonte, right? Yes. Yep, that's what I would do. Dub says D-Hop or Ridley. I will go with D-Hop over Ridley. Anytime, Silver. Anytime, bro. Let's get the likes up, fellas. Hit the like button. We got 41 likes. We need a lot more likes than that. We need about 50. We need 50 likes. Yeah, I'm just trying to get through the chitter chat. I'm not going to wait. I don't want to waste my time not waste my time, but those are just y'all talking, which is fine. Y'all can talk in the comments. I just don't want to pull it up. I want to get to people questions. Conscious says, damn, I did grab Khalil Herbert, TD. Does he start to or vote himself in 2 conversations with Javonte and Pickens? I'd probably rather play Javonte with the matchup. I probably, but Khalil Herbert is an okay play if you needed him, but I'll play Javonte with the matchup. What's good, TZ? What's good, bro? Elisa says TD, Ridley, Rice, Addison, or Flowers. Pick 2 standard. I'm going with Rice and Flowers. I'm going with Rice and Flowers. Chris says Colts or Raiders DST. Colts or Raiders DST. I'm going with the Raiders DST. AR, what's going on with you, bro? He says pick 2, Zamir White, Chuba, or David Montgomery. I'm going with Zamir White and Chuba. AR says Dolphins D or Raiders D. I'm going with the Raiders D. It says cheers, King. Thank you, bro. Thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. Appreciate you, TZ. Appreciate you. Patty says start 1, Zeke, Aaron Jones, or Connor. I'm going with Aaron Jones slightly over Connor than Zeke. All those guys are starts, but I'm going to go with Aaron Jones. Ozzy says Pacheco cleared to play. Yes, he is. Actual funny videos. What's going on? He says pick 2, PPR. Devontae Adams, McLaurin, or Zeke. I'm going with Devontae Adams and Zeke. I'm going with Devontae Adams and Zeke. I like McLaurin, but I can't play him over Zeke. Elisa says Stafford or Fields. So if Fields, like I said, if he's in a bad weather game, then I'm going with Stafford. But if the weather ain't terrible, if it's just a little muddy, then that's fine. But if it's a bad weather game where it's gonna be mucky, then go with Stafford. But it's close between both of them anyway. So I'll probably tell you to go with Stafford just because the weather might not be fine. But Fields got a lot of boom potential. I don't want you to miss him scoring a 70-yard touchdown and throwing for 2 to DJ Moore, where he can score 35 points to be the number 1 quarterback. Stafford is going to be a safe floor, and he got some boom. So he could be right around top 8, top 5, 5 to 8. I have DJ, and he has Cooper Kupp standard. Right. If he got, I wouldn't mind playing Stafford. That's a cleaner game. Let's see. Brian 360 says, bro, I got Rashid or Devontae Smith. Man, I'm stuck. I think you got to go with Devontae Smith over Rashid Rice. Devontae Smith over Rashid Rice. JC says, who do you like to go off tonight as a wide receivers? What do you think of the Lions not being able to stop the boys? I agree with that because that secondary is weak. That secondary is weak. So I would probably go with, who do you like to go off tonight as a wide receiver? I like CeeDee Lamb, Amon-Ra St. Brown, and for a sleeper, I think, and I got 2 sleepers. So you know Amon-Ra and CeeDee Lamb are it. But the 2 sleepers are Jameson Williams and Brandon Cooks. Those are 2 sleepers tonight. TZ with the super chat. What's up, bro? Appreciate that. He says Ezekiel Elliott or Singletary. I'm going with Ezekiel Elliott for RB2 full PPR, and Jaden Reed or Stephon Diggs. I'm going with Stephon Diggs over Jaden Reed. I'm not going to get cute with, I love Reed, man. And it's the championship time. So if anytime you can get cute, you can get cute here with Jaden Reed. But because he missed last week, I can't have Stephon Diggs on your bench. I'm going to say you got to go down with the ship, man, and take whatever points he gets. So I'm going to say Stephon Diggs and Ezekiel Elliott, bro. Dub Nation says, thanks, bro. Anytime. Broncos D or Colts? I'm going with Broncos D. Actual funny video says, pick 2, Terry Adams or Zeke. I'm going with Adams and Zeke. I'm going with Adams and Zeke. Eshawn, appreciate you being here. He says Cole Kmet or Demario Douglas. I'm going with Demario Douglas in full PPR. This is for the ship. Laughing my butt off. I'm down with bad and injuries. It's okay. Go with Demario Douglas. CHB says, looks like Pacheco is cleared now to decide between him, Kenneth Walker, and Zamir White. I'm going with Zamir White all day. Jelly of the month says Montgomery tonight or risk waiting for Jamar Chase. Javonte and JSN is a pivot. Yes, I will go with that. I will risk it with Jamar. I will wait on Jamar. And if I have to pivot off of Jamar, I'm willing to play Javonte with the great matchup with or JSN. I like that. Chris says, thanks for everything, bro. I like your approach on this. Keep grinding. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Luke says, play golf or Mayfield. I'm playing Mayfield over golf. Zach says, McBride or Jaden Reed. I'm going with you have Kelsey at the tight end spot. Okay. I will go with McBride. I hate to say McBride is that he is him. He's the number 1 wide receiver on Arizona Cardinals. So that's the only way because it takes a lot for me to sit. Like I would play Jaden Reed over Pickens. Probably. I don't know, bro. I like Jaden Reed, man. It's tough to get him in your lineups this week, especially with guys who's played really well. I'm gonna go with McBride over Jaden Reed, bro. Great question though, and I love that you put Kelce. You told me that Kelce was in your tight end spot. Jelly of the month says, thanks, Broncos or Raiders defense. I'm going with the Raiders defense. It's close. Broncos got a good matchup, but they can't get to the passer like the Raiders can. The Raiders going to give you sacks, and they're going to hold them points down, and they're going to get turnovers. Broncos, to me, they can't. I don't know if they're going to sack Easton Stick as much as they could. So I like the Raiders DST for turnovers and sacks. Upside. LeBron James in the house. He says, hey, bro, pick 2 of these names. Diggs. Guys, make sure you hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. This is pick 2 of these names. Diggs, Nico Collins, and Cup. Then one of these. JT, James Cook, and Mixon. I'm going with JT over James Cook and Mixon. And I'm picking Diggs and Cup. No, you know what? Yeah, I'm going with Diggs and Cup. I want to get Nico in there, bro. I want to get Nico in there. I can't get him in there. It's close between Nico and Diggs. If you want to go Cup and Nico, it's nothing that I'm going to say that was wrong with that. If you want to go Cup and Diggs, there's nothing wrong with it. But you got to have Cup in there. Got to have Cup in there. So I'm going to say Cup and Diggs. Nico been outplaying him. So if you just want to use that as a decision maker, I say Nico. Yeah, you could play Nico. I'm going to go with Diggs because Diggs can hit you with a 60-yard touchdown just like that. He's the number 1 wide receiver. They want to get him the ball. Zach says, okay, I have McBride in there. Thanks. Yeah, bro. I'm just going with the number 1 wide receiver, which is he's the tight end, but he's the number 1 wide receiver on that team. Elisa says Ferguson or Laporta half PPR. I'm going to get cute. I'm going with Ferguson over Laporta. I could regret that. I'm not going to sit here and act like, oh, I know that's easy. I'm going to go with Ferguson. Laporta, just to me, is volatile. He's touchdown, boom. He's playing against the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys secondary is really good. So I will downgrade Laporta and go with Ferguson against the Detroit weak secondary who's top 25. Their secondary is very weak. They can get a turnover too. I think Dak Prescott has a big game tonight. Even though they still could lose the game, they still could lose the game. It still could be a tight game, but a defensive game. But I still think Dak throws for more touchdowns than Jared Goff do. Noah, what's going on, bro? Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. He says in the finals this week, big buy-in. Okay, 8-man league. Those are the hardest leagues. I'm telling you, nobody wants to say that. Those are the hardest leagues. 8-man league, big cash prize. I got Puka, Chase, and Pittman, all questionable. Is Zeke a safer option at flex? Nope. You gotta go with Puka, Chase, and Pittman. But if Chase is out, then you can put Zeke in. But right now, you got to play Puka, Chase, and Pittman. You got to play Puka, Chase, and Pittman. Those for the boom. You in the 8-man league, you got to have boom. Ain't no safe thing in 8-man football unless you already up and their quarterback had 5 points. Then you could get safe because you don't want to lose it. Right now, you got to go for the boom. So I'm playing Puka, Chase, and Pittman. Even with the Raiders defense, I'm still going with Puka, Chase, and Pittman. In full PPR. Yes, sir. In full PPR. Bruno, what's up, bro? Glad to see you here. He says, you got Javonte Williams over Montgomery wrong last week, but I still have faith in you. No. Let me tell you. So this is what I'm telling you. And I appreciate you telling me that. Bro, I'm telling people not to play Montgomery again. Not because he sucked, but I'm not going to go away from a guy who's got the whole backfield. That's the way I break my fantasy down. I can't chase. I still would tell you to play Javonte this week over David Montgomery. That's why I want you to understand it. So if you want to go with Montgomery, you can. but I'm not going to play Montgomery over any running back who's getting the full workload. Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery split in the backfield. They split in the backfield. So that's the reason why I'm telling you to get off Montgomery. As far as, bro, I don't know who they're going to give the goal line touch to, which can make David Montgomery be a top 12 guy. But I know the guy that I'm going to tell you to play is going to get the full workload. And Javonte is going to get the full workload. Now, do they score? They playing against the Chargers. So, again, brother, I apologize on that I went with Javonte, but I would do it again. That's why I've been telling people to sit David Montgomery today. He might go out there and have 2 touchdowns. Hey, if that happens, it happens. It's nothing that I can tell you. I'm just giving you my process. Now, if I pivot off, I'm like, that was wrong. Only time I say that was wrong if a guy ain't getting no carries or no opportunities. But like I said, brother, I still appreciate you trusting me. I just want to get you to understand why I'm telling it. That way, if you want to pivot off of something I tell you, you can. I won't chastise you off there. If you say, well, look, TD, you told me this, but you went off of it. I'm like, oh, I understand that, bro. Great move. I told a dude this week to play Stidham over Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco went off. I can't help that Joe Flacco went off. I can't say, I made a wrong decision. Why? Because Joe Flacco went crazy. I can't make that type of assessment. I don't know what Joe Flacco going to do, but I know Jared Stidham has a great matchup, and Joe Flacco didn't have Amari Cooper. So that's what I made in hindsight. So with David Montgomery, Jahmyr Gibbs is the running back that I'm willing to play on this team. David Montgomery, I play him over like some other split backfield guys, but over a guy that's getting the full workload, I'm not going to tell anybody to do that. That's why I told a lot of people to play Connor, and it's been hitting. And Connor has had way worse matchups than Montgomery, but he still outplayed him. But it didn't work out with the Javonte. Let me see. Elisa says 8-man is brutal. Too many good players to choose from. I agree, Elisa. I agree 100% with that. I agree. STM says, hey, man, which one of the 3 would you start in full PPR? Ayuk, Bijan, or Olave? Which one of the 3? Okay, I would probably start. I think I'm going to go with Olave slightly over Bijan. And the reason why Olave is getting like 12 targets. I'm going to go with, and especially in good weather, I'm going with Olave slightly over Bijan. But listen, man, Ayuk got a great matchup. Ayuk has a fantastic matchup, but it's a lot of mouths to feed. A lot of mouths. So I'm going to concentrate. So listen, I won't be surprised if Ayuk outscore all of them. See, I'm so glad that Bruno put in what, because that was a great question, because I don't mind missing that way. I can't miss where I tell you to play a guy and he get 2 targets. And I told you to play a guy. I've done it a couple times this year where I told a guy, I said Khalif Raymond, and Khalif Raymond got 2 targets. That's a terrible assessment to me in my eyes. But right here, bro, Ayuk could end up getting 5 catches for 120 yards and end up being the highest scoring because he got a nice matchup. Bijan is the starting running back. I like him. I think he's a great running back. I think he can have a really good game. Olave, man, is getting so many targets no matter no matter who he playing, no matter what corner zone, or no matter the defensive scheme. In championship week, I'm going to go with the guy who's getting the targets. Ayuk is the guy with the best matchup. So that's why I'm breaking it down. If you want to say, well, TD, I'm willing to get cute, I want the guy who's got the best matchup, then Ayuk is for you. Or if you want to say, well, I want to go with the running back who's going to get goal line opportunities every single time they get down there now, that's Bijan. If you want to go with the guy where they say king is volume, that's Olave. That's how you have to break this stuff down. You got to be willing to go down with the ship. You cannot play armchair fantasy football where you say, well, this guy got the most points. That was the wrong decision. Guys, you cannot, I'm not going to be held accountable that way because I'm not God. I'm not God. But what I will tell you is the guy who's going to get opportunities, who's going to be used a certain type of way. When I break the game down to you, if I'm wrong, I'm totally wrong. That's when you need to come say, TD, you said that Jahmyr Gibbs was going to be the best running back. He got benched. I'm wrong. But right now, Olave, I know if he gets 3 targets, I'm totally wrong. I know Olave is going to get 12 targets this game. In a good weather game, Bijan's going to get all the goal line opportunities. Now, they might take him out if he can't cash it in, but he's going to get most of the goal line opportunities. Ayuk got the best matchup where he can get the first play of the game, he can take it 60. So I'm going to say Olave. Let's see here. A Gang Grizzle says Jameer must start over Montgomery. I agree with starting Barkley too. I just can't see them. It is what it is. Thank you, A Gang Grizzle. And not just because you agree with me, but you understand. So what? Why? So guys, do you, everybody? I want everybody in the comments so we can help each other. Are y'all sitting David Montgomery this tonight? Everybody put it in the comment. Are you sitting David Montgomery? Yes or no? And who you sitting him for and why? Why are you sitting him? Me, I think he's a good player. I think I would see on my teams, I'm starting Montgomery because I probably don't got no running back behind him. I don't like having a lot of list of running backs. That's why I don't like 18 leagues because it's too tough. It's too tough. But usually on my team, I have sorry bench players because I don't want to try to make a decision between David Montgomery, Zamir White. Let me take another running back, and Pacheco, and one more other running back, and Javonte Williams. I don't want to make that decision. Me, I'm just gonna have David Montgomery, and then I might have one more guy like maybe Javonte. That's it. That's it. I'm not gonna have a bunch of guys. Now, if I pick up a Zamir White, I'm gonna go ahead and start him. And the reason why I'm gonna start him because I picked him up on waivers. So I keep it simple, Occam razor. But everybody, let me know what y'all start David Montgomery because that seems to be everybody question this week. And last week it was a heavy question. So I want everybody to help each other out. Let me know, would you start David Montgomery this week? Tonight. Nora says, how about a running back, Bijan or Zeke? I'm going with Bijan over Zeke. I'm going with Bijan over Zeke. And Bruno says, sit one of these DJ Moore, Godwin, McBride, Jaden Reed, got lucky. I said Garrett Wilson on Thursday. Okay, good job. To me, I would have started Garrett Wilson if I got him on my team. That's just the way but y'all have a lot of deep teams. So good job, bro. He said, sit one of these, DJ Moore, Godwin, McBride, or Jaden Reed. I would say Jaden Reed. I like Jaden Reed, but Godwin's getting hyper targeted. He also playing against the Saints. Secondary can be had. DJ Moore, you got to start. McBride at tight end. Now, if McBride is a wide receiver, I still would start him over Jaden Reed, but I don't like putting tight ends in my flexes. So I'm always like to tell you to put your wide receivers in and then make your tight end be your tight end. Don't put them in as a flex over a good wide receiver like a Jaden Reed. But great job seating Garrett Wilson. He says, by the way, much love. I just joined. Thank you, bro. Thank you. I'm glad you didn't take it any kind of way because I like to break that down. I want you to understand why I told you to play a guy. I'm not saying don't say I told you to play the wrong guy, but the only reason why I tell you to play those guys is because of who's going to get the volume, right? You got to be playing a guy who's going to get more carries and opportunities in the championship game. If you follow me in the all season, most of my guys don't really have that type of decision where they have to sit a David Montgomery. Most of the time. Appreciate you being here, bro. Appreciate you becoming a member. Guys, show Bruno some love. Okay. TZ says trying to predict outcomes is almost impossible if we all knew that we'll all be rich. Now, I keep saying this to everyone. You got to make the choice and go down with the decisions that's fantasy. I agree with that. And he's not trying to, I hope, because I'm accountable for certain things. Like, I can give bad assessments, and I'm human. I give some bad assessments that don't go down like that. Like Daniel Jones was one. There's a couple other ones that I've been down with. But sitting David Montgomery, I can't help, man. If you got two studs, I only can give you the guy who's gonna get the most opportunities, who got a clean way to the touchdown. So, yep, I appreciate that intake, bro. Yes, sir. Appreciate that. Dollar Bill says Bijan or Swift. I'm going with Bijan. Robert says Laporta and McBride likely need two. I'm going with McBride and Laporta. McBride and Laporta. McBride and Laporta. Norris says Goddard, Ferguson, or Laporta. I'm going with, bro. This is cutting edge. Now listen, Laporta is a must start, but I'm gonna get cute right here. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, bro. On this one, I like Ferguson tonight against that secondary. I like Ferguson against secondary. Usually, Laporta would have to be a start, man, but he's volatile. He could give you 6 points. But I'm gonna go with Ferguson. Chris says Flacco or Flacco. I don't know who that is. Oh, Flacco. Oh, Flacco or Flacco. Flacco. I guess you're saying what his nickname is. DeAndre said St. Brown, Diggs, DJ Moore, Mostert, Swift, and Pacheco just cleared concussion protocol. Who should I start and who should I sit? Thanks, bro. Pacheco, sit Pacheco. And you got to start St. Brown. So you asked me to just cleared. Okay, so St. Brown and Pacheco just cleared concussion protocol. Who should I start and who should I sit? You got to start St. Brown, and I would sit Pacheco. And if I had to do one more guy, I'm not telling you to sit him, but if you had to, I don't know what the question necessarily is. It could be Swift, but you got to start most at DJ Moore, Diggs, and St. Brown. So Pacheco, I would sit Pacheco if I had to sit one of those guys. The Professor, appreciate you, brother. It's 4 PPRs, Super Bowl bound. Kenneth Walker, Pollard with Rico out, or Zamir White. Go with Zamir White. Zamir White all day. I'm going down with Zamir White. I'm going down with him. Appreciate that, Travis. Way to show him some support. Yes, sir. And Bruno says, Zach Seaman, yeah, Williams getting 10 carries a week and scored once this year. Montgomery might be getting 10 to 13 carries, but mandatory they'll be in the red zone. Correct. And that's a great assessment. I agree with that. And I take that one. That's a great assessment, bro. I was wrong on that one. Because actually Dollar Beer reminded me that. And I know David Montgomery does get carries, but this is the way I see it. This is the reason why I told you to go with Williams. I don't want, if I pick David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs get the touchdown, I'm going to be disappointed. I don't like playing it. I don't see another running back and coming in and getting a 1-yard touchdown over Williams. So if you're playing a running back on any one of those teams, I'm just going to go ahead and play with David Montgomery regardless and just and take whatever happens. To me, I don't want to play a split backfield unless you're a monster. Jahmyr Gibbs, I play him because he's a monster. Also, Bijan Robinson, he's a monster. I don't believe that Montgomery. I'm not willing to go down with Montgomery when Jahmyr Gibbs can snipe his opportunities. That's the way. I don't see anybody sniping Williams. But going off the data, you're exactly right, bro. So I will. That's a great thing to bring up. I take that fully responsible for that. I should have said, you know what? Williams ain't really been cashing in. He hasn't. But if he cash in this week, that's my point. If he cash in this week, that's my point. Because he might not cash in. But I don't go off what you've done. I go off where you still getting that workload. Because there's a lot of players that have boom, like Amari Cooper. These guys wasn't like top 5 receivers, but all of a sudden they did that. Why? Because they get in the workload over a number 3 guy like a Demarcus Robinson who's been killing the last 2 or 3 weeks, but he can't give you the upside that Amari Cooper can because Amari Cooper is the clear number 1. That's just how I break it down. But that was a great point, bro. That was a great point. Tell Lou, what's going on, bro? If I'm killing your name, let me know. He says pick 2. Aaron Jones, Mostert, Zamir, Monty, A-Chain. I'm going with Aaron Jones. I don't want to sit no Mostert, man. I do not want to sit no Mostert. Definitely Zamir. Definitely. 'Cause, 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 ' I'm going with Zamir and Aaron Jones. And I'm going to tell you why I want to sit Mostert. I don't want to sit him, but this is in your situation. The Baltimore Ravens defense is like that. The Baltimore Ravens defense is like that. I think A-Chain has a better opportunity to score because speed is good when you got a strong run defense. Speed guys can give strong run defenses hell, right? So I'm gonna go with Zamir because he's got a great matchup. The Colts are weak against the run, and Aaron Jones is the only guy, is like the number one target on this offense, especially with Christian Watson being out. I like Aaron Jones. I think Aaron Jones is going to get plenty of opportunities to score. If you watched him last week, he looked great. He just didn't get the touchdown. They gave it to A.J. Dillon. If he gets that touchdown, he's a top 5 running back last week. I think he was going to be in like top 14, top 12. Noah said, sorry, I meant Laporta, Goddard, or Schultz. I would go with Laporta definitely over Goddard and Schultz. J.A. Lynn says, Zamir White or T. Higgins? I'm going with Zamir White. Yep, Professor, to start one, I'm definitely going with Zamir White. Joe says non-PPR. Pick one, RB, one flex. Zamir White, Monty, and Collins. I'm going with Zamir White. And the next flex, yep, Connor starting. Ayuk, Olavi, CMC. Great way to start Connor. Not asking me that because Connor should be a star. Some guys has got to be stars automatically, and you got to make room for them. You got to make room for guys. Because if you ask me about Montgomery and you put all these other guys in there, it's hard for me to put Montgomery over those guys when he's split in the backfield. I can't wait to show y'all my teams where I got lower tier guys, but they hit for me in the playoffs because I didn't have anybody to match up against them. I just play them every week, like a Gus Edwards. But yeah, I would go with Zamir White and Nico Collins. Even in non-PPR, I think Nico Collins got a lot of he got big time touchdown upside more than any other, probably like he like a DK Jamar Chase type upside touchdown guy. That's the reason why I would tell you to play a wide receiver. Usually I would go with Monty. I could be biased again against Monty. I told people to sit Monty last week, and I think Monty had about 17 points last week. So I want to let you know that. But I'm going with Zamir White and Collins. Noah says Laporta, Schultz, or Goddard. I'm going with Laporta. He says I have Amon-Ra starting wide receiver as well, just to keep in mind. Right. That's okay. Squeeze. Sometimes it's better to squeeze. So I would say Laporta and keep playing Amon-Ra. Jada says Zamir White or T. Higgins. I'm going with Zamir White. And Noah says this week, Mostert coming off concussion. I start A-Chain. I think he gets more work. I agree. That's why I'm telling people to go with A-Chain. That's some of the reason. All right, guys. So hopefully, guys, y'all understand that. I'm gonna do a lot of strategy videos this year where I'm gonna tell people don't have unless you're in an 8-team league or 10-team league. Don't draft a lot of great bench players. If you do, try to trade and accumulate top end talent. That way you don't have to make these start-sits decisions. I think start-sits decisions can hurt you. Sometimes if you got, say you had Jerome Ford. A lot of people didn't start Jerome Ford. Why? Because they got too many good running backs. If you could consolidate it and maybe picked up an Amon-Ra St. Brown where you traded some top-heavy guys, and then you got Jerome Ford as your RB2, you start him, you're like, man, I ain't got nobody else. And then he boom for you, like, well, wow. There's no way you was going to start him just because in the New York Jets is because you think he's going to ball out. But sometimes guys beat matchups. So you got to leave room for guys to start and don't put a matchup against them. Because every time you put up a matchup against them, they're not going to make it. Zeke is another one. I couldn't tell a lot of people to play Zeke when they asked me. Why? I couldn't tell you to play him over some of these guys. Well, can he ball out? Hell yeah, he can ball out. But I can't tell you to start him over like Bijan Robinson. I can't do it. All right, guys. So I'm gonna get ready to get out of here, guys. Thank you everybody who's to tune in. Let's enjoy the game tonight. Peace.